Guys, it's F-BoysAnonymous here. I'm Grizzly Magnum alongside with Swaggy McMuffin, Snipe X, and EGM. Swaggy, can you introduce what we're doing today?
Alright, so we're going to be setting our expectations for Star Wars BattleFront, and the game that's going to be coming out in holiday 2015 alongside with the Star Wars 7 movie. Big boost for Star Wars since LucasArts was bought for $4 million by Disney a little while ago. The reason why we're playing Battlefield 4 gameplay is because Battlefield 4 runs using Frostbite 3 engine made by DICE Games and EA. The same exact setup is going to be used with Star Wars BattleFront, run by EA, made by DICE Games, and used on the Frostbite 3 engine. So my expectations is I think it's going to be a lot like, you know, a Battlefield 4 type game. You know, you're gonna have the massive gameplay, or massive games, a lot of people in them. You're gonna have the vehicles. Vehicles are, of course, an important part of Star Wars BattleFront. I think this only thing that's gonna be different is it's obviously gonna have a Star Wars map themed over it. But I think the whole space element of Star Wars is gonna be something that they're gonna do differently that you would see in Star Wars BattleFront. Grizzly, what do you expect?
Well, one of my main concerns are the servers, because, you know, it's EA. You know, EA has not been the best with servers, and, like, first off, the servers will be shitty, but then I think 2 or 3 week tops, they'll get better like every other EA game, but yeah, the fans are gonna scream their minds off. Like, what are you doing?
What I'm more concerned with is with the bugs or the servers. Servers are gonna be shitty for sure. Maybe initially, I mean, we're talking about DICE, maybe they can expect it, but we know like bugs are notorious in Battlefield games. Both Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 at the beginning, last year even up for like a month or two after the release, the bugs were tremendously bad with the game. So I think like an important thing to fix would be the bugs for sure. First, or we can expect a lot of bugs. But one thing to keep in mind is, along with the new movie, I want to see a good campaign coming out. Swaggy said that it's coming out holiday season along with the new movie, the 7th installment of the Star Wars franchise. I think what would be cool to do would be a campaign that touches the first 6 movies. So people who haven't, you know, been used to the Star Wars universe or the franchise can get more well integrated into that.
Especially younger generation.
Especially younger generations. We can see that as well.
But big key, you know, EA like money, Star Wars.
That's true. I can probably see a lot of campaign lock and multiplayer DLC in the future. With Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, they offered the whole premium thing, which me and EGM got. So I think would be, and you know, honestly, I'd say I got the bang for the buck. I got my money's worth for the for what all the DLC gave and all the content it gave. So hopefully maybe they'll offer a similar deal like that. And I think that'd be interesting to see. Other than that, though, I just hope it doesn't have too much hype for it. We all know, I just want to be like, wow, shit. I just hope it isn't like hyped to hell and back like Diablo 3 was or Destiny was, where it just ended up being like, it just didn't live up to the hype, especially Destiny, for that matter. That's what they think.
Objective Echo has been taken.
Yeah, it could be third person. I can see that. For
I
sure.
like playing with third person better. Like I don't like playing with first person during Star Wars. Yeah.
I think the off the choice would be nice. With Star Wars, I can see, like, you know, like Battlefront 2, for example, had like all jetpacks and whatnot. So I think third person would be ideal. Although if they present the option where you could switch between the two, as we've seen in many other clips, we've seen both first person and third person, then that'd be pretty nice to have. I expect that.
Reported an enemy aircraft south to you.
Oh god.
It's been what, like, it's been what, at least 10 years since the previous Battlefront came out.
Yeah.
So honestly, there's a reason that the previous Battlefront was pretty good, and that's because, you know, it had a lot of action going on. And while Call of Duty and Battlefield and Halo and all that does have action, the problem is this isn't a new IP. So there's an existing universe, there's an existing plane that they have to work with, So I think the fact that it has a lot of there's an existing universe along with the similar action like Battlefield or Call of Duty will mean it's probably going to be better.
So another thing is Battlefront, as you remember, would have, you could become a Jedi if you went on a certain amount of like point streaks or
Yeah, that's right.
a Sith. So how do you think they're gonna handle that?
Maybe they'll have a similar system.
Just have a similar system.
Yeah, in a multiplayer though,
Yeah.
you think the top player will go on a 5-kill streak? He can turn into a Jedi maybe for a little bit of control your.
I think maybe more because Jedis are. I remember in Battlefront 2, they were really overpowered. Like one swing, they'd be dead. I think maybe like 10 or 15 most. Like that's something more reasonable.
Another thing is, in one of the videos they showed like the guy putting on his helmet. I think modern day first-person shooters, you can basically have your own character. You customize him to how you want. He doesn't look like. I think that's what they're going to kind of go for, is more of that look, where you get a customized look rather than every stormtrooper, every clone trooper looks alike. I think they're going to have a more customized look.
But another thing, how do you think the competition between like Call of Duty, and between Battlefront?
I think it will be right up there. I don't think it's going to surpass them.
I think it will, because I think it's going to be a bad year for Call of Duty games, because a lot of people want to buy Battlefront instead, and since they're coming on like the same day,
right?
Like I'd rather buy Battlefront. I haven't played that game in like 8 years. Like Call of Duty comes every year.
Battlefront has very high reviews from everybody that used to play it way back when. Obviously, if you were a kid when you played the Battlefront series, it was the great game to have. It was
the shit.
It was the shit. So that's our expectations. They're gonna release. EA is going to go over the game and release a lot at the Star Wars celebration coming
I think the final verdict would be, at the end of the day, we don't want it to be about forward Star Wars aesthetics. We want it to be something much more.
Something new. I wouldn't mind, because I haven't played this game in a long ass time.
That is true. That is true. But I prefer staying.
It's gonna be.
I prefer. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I prefer it if it stays close to what Battlefront 2 was all about.
Star Wars universe.
I would not mind just a remake of Battlefront 2 and just play that like online and more game modes. Like I'm fine with that.
So there's a video. I think they're gonna probably release a trailer, maybe the gameplay of the first campaign, if there is a campaign.
We have taken objective Charlie.
So there's definitely going to be a big release scenes are going to occur. More details they've already said that they're going to release a lot more details at the Star Wars event in Anaheim, California. We're probably going to do a video covering the trailers.
We're flying over there. We're flying over there.
We're not flying over there. We live across the country. You didn't kill us. Alright, anyways. Wrap it up. Thank you. If you like, see more. We're going to be playing Star Wars BattleFront. We're going to be playing other games. Like, subscribe, will help. Peace.
Hope we don't take
I spotted an enemy sniper.